Briefing, Wrathful Chaos, 5 Books of Satanic Philosophy by Arioch. Overview. Wrathful Chaos, by Arioch, 2015, presents a unique and advanced system of black magic rooted in a personalized interpretation of Chaos-Gnosticism. The author, an independent scholar and lone wolf practitioner, aims to provide a unique system of black magic available to the Sinister Adept, for the sole purpose of returning to chaos. The work emphasizes active destruction of the cosmos, both internally and externally, to achieve nosis and return to a pre-creational state of nothingness, where all opposites are blended. It explicitly warns that some materials and practices are deadly and illegal, and disclaims responsibility for harm caused. The book is divided into 5 main sections. The Summa Diabologica explores foundational concepts of Chaos-Gnosticism, including the nature of chaos, the demiurge, suffering, the afterlife, the Sitra Ahra, other side, the antigod, Theothanatos. Manifestations of the antigod, the Black Earth, Black Magick, symbols, gnosis, chaosophy, suicide as satanic grace, illuminism, and misanthropy. Sifra, a reworking of the Hermetic Qabbalah, introducing a new tree of death glyph, and concepts like Tihom, the 11 mansions of the Sitra Ahra, the broken star glyph, the abyss, the 20 coils of Apophis, and the 4 Kabbalistic antiworlds. Ra, the language of demons, focuses on the magical use of the voice, and introduces Ra, an encoded language based on English, designed for demonic communication and ritual. Astrology introduces Black Astrology, which studies black luminaries' empty mathematical points in space, rather than physical celestial bodies. Zara, Book of the Younger Lilith, a treatise on divination, aiming to correct flaws in today's practices and reveal 2 new systems of divination. Key themes and concepts. 1. The nature of chaos and the demiurge. Chaos as nothingness and blended opposites. Chaos is defined as nothingness, but is not empty. It contains light and darkness, good and evil, beauty and ugliness, law and lawlessness, virginity and whoredom, being and non-being in a perfect blend. It is finite and infinite, hot and cold, light and dark, place and no place. This is symbolized by Tiamat the writhing, a pool of potentiality, where nothing is distinct. The cosmos as division and suffering, reality, or the cosmos, is the division of chaos, the nothing which has become something. In the cosmos, things are distinct, leading to suffering. Whatever is separate from you can cause suffering, and vice versa. The demiurge, God, as the architect of distinction, the macrocosm, which is the whole of all reality, is called God, or the demiurge. The demiurge's nature is to create and maintain existence and distinction. The text argues against viewing God as tyrannical by intent, but rather as acting according to his nature. However, because the God desires distinction, we call him ignorant and stupid. The only thing that must be hated is division. The afterlife and recycling, non-initiates are recycled and become some other manifestation of the demiurge, perpetuating the cycle of life and rebirth. 2. The Sitra Ahra and Theothanatos, antigod. Sitra Ahra as the other side, the Sitra Ahra, Hebrew for the other side, is the place most devoid of the God in any given level of cosmic reality. The other side is formlessness and death. It is the destination for initiates, black brothers of Ben Belial, after death, where they shall conspire with one another and work to unleash anticosmic energy throughout the cosmos. Theothanatos as the antigod. Just as the God has manifestations, so too does the antigod, who came into existence before the God as the absence of the God. This antigod, called Theothanatos, or Azerate, encourages destruction, because it is her function to destroy. Black light and will to ruin unto chaos. The combined will of Theothanatos is the actual meaning behind the phrase black light and related terms. The black light, therefore, is the will to ruin unto chaos. This a causal influence is the motivation, or the will to destroy all things, black flame, while anticosmic power or energy, a black light, is the actual act of destroying. Demonic intelligences as manifestations of Theothanatos. All infernal intelligences manifestations of Theothanatos, and even humans, united in evil cause, are manifestations of her, and may rightfully be called demons. The 11 major spirits and 20 minor spirits. The work details a specific hierarchy of 30 demonic spirits, divided into 11 major spirits, also called the 11-headed dragon of Wrathful Chaos, and 20 ministers of Wrathful Chaos, who are the coils of the demon serpent Apophis. The major spirits are given descriptive roles in opposing the god's creation, culminating in Nehema, who is Lilith opposing the god through perverting the creation of the false light. She is the black earth. 3. The great work, transforming Malkuth into Nahamuth. Active destruction of cosmos. The core objective is to return chaos to its original state of statelessness. This is achieved by beginning with ourselves and then, as dead spirits with hands of bone and fire, reach out to destroy all other forms of existence. Black Earth as corrupted physical reality. Humans who consciously strive against the demiurge are part of the demonic force within the Qliphothic realm of Nahamuth, which is the perversion of the physical realm as a whole. The goal is to block and frustrate the cosmic influence within our physical realm, leading to the Black Earth, the changing of Malkuth into Nahamuth. Personal and universal destruction. The work outlines two parts of the great work. Destruction on a personal level, taught by Black Magick, and destroying the grandeur of the God, as he is reflected outside of us, in our level of physical reality, governed by Illuminism. The ultimate aim is to cause existence to reflect the non-existence of the Sitra Ahra. Suicide as Satanic grace. Suicide is presented not as a result of hopelessness, but as a door to death, which has been reserved for the adept, for those who have accomplished all that he can possibly accomplish in the physical form, exerting one's will even in death. 4. Black Magick and Gnosis. Magic as science and art. Magic is defined as the science of understanding oneself and one's conditions, and the art of applying that understanding in action. It is both spiritual as psychological, and physical, and the practitioner must master both. Black magic versus white magic. The text explicitly states that magic is neither white nor black, but rather absolute creation and absolute destruction. White symbolizes the all-dividing God, while black symbolizes the all-devouring antigod. Symbols, inverted, broken, and inspired. Symbols are the language of the mind. The text introduces three types. Inverted, to make a mockery of it. E.g., inverted pentagram. Broken, shows the desire to destroy the thing entirely. E.g., broken pentagram. Inspired, figures which are received through meditation, ritual, and systems of black magic. Gnosis, knowledge and understanding. Gnosis is both the attainment of the knowledge of chaos, chaosophy, and the understanding of this information, which comes only from inhuman instruction, or illumination. Knowledge comes from study and experimentation, while understanding comes from demons, or any other entity. The blending of conscious and unconscious minds leads to gnosis. Chaosophy, the intellectual study and application of the teachings of chaos. It involves manipulating existing spiritual systems, especially Qabbalah, to arrive at new systems which encourage gnosis. The great secret of chaosophy is that we should use chaosophy to overcome chaosophy. 5. Sifra Akesh, the perverse Qabbalah. Rejection of traditional Qabbalah. Traditional Qliphothic Qabbalah is deemed flawed because it exalts the demiurge by placing the Qliphoth as parts of the Sephiroth, implying God's control over them. The new system, Qabbalah, signifies a departure from Jewish Hermetic standards. Qabbalah, Tree of Death. The addition of a second B symbolizes Samuel's venom and adversity, leading to a geometric value of 13, representing the Qliphothic 11 plus the adversarial 2 of Samuel. It means to receive knowledge by eating from the tree of death. The broken pentagram. this glyph replaces the tree of life. It is broken at the genitals, symbolizing the Gnostic sin of Adam and Eve and allowing the adept to depart cosmos and return to chaos. It possesses 11 angles, a significant number in the system. Tehom, the Great Abyss, formed by the removal and recycling of the 13th, Gimel, and 19th, Tes, paths from the Tree of Life. Tehom means deep abyss and represents undiluted, non-interpreted chaos within the physical world. 3 forms of nothing, Tohu, desolation, formlessness, combined intellect of Sitra Ahra, Bohu, emptiness, a void, empty space, and Chasek, darkness, perceived in empty space. These precede Cathariel, the first clipper. 11 mansions of Sitra Ahra, clippeth. These are the 11 manifestations of non-existence. Cathariel, 0, beyond the god's ability to understand, nothingness. Experiencing it requires physical death and use of the unconscious mind. Its spiritual experience is annihilation of self. Thaumiel, 1. Absence of unity and oneness, meaning twins of God. Experience is complete and awesome separation from God, leading to inhuman or demonic hatred for cause. The other 9 clippeth, Chajadal, Satariel, Gashkala, Golachab, Tajirian, Arab Arioch, Samuel, Gamaliel, Nahamath, each represent specific destructive or perverse qualities and are linked to various forms of anticosmic influence, from silencing God's will to perverting creation. The 20 coils of Apophis. These are the 20 minor paths, or states of death consciousness, viewed as the coils of a serpent from which one cannot escape, leading to prolific and dangerous experience, which ultimately results in nosis. 4 Kabbalistic antiworlds, Atziluth Chosek, dark emanation, Abaddon, destruction, Tohu va Bohu, formless and empty, and Chasha, silent, still, inactive. These represent different states of non-existence, and how qliphothic forces manifest, incomprehensible forces, realms, spiritual intelligences, and physical demons. Man as the 5th antiworld, the magician himself, who lives a sinister life, and who has made his body into a temple of desecration, is the 5th antiworld. 7 earths, states of consciousness, and infernal habitations, bodies. The journey through the tree of death involves shifting consciousness, Oritz, Adama, Gia, Neskia, Saya, Arika, the bell and corresponding bodies, Sheol, Abaddon, Titahian, Barshaskith, Selmuth, Shoari Moth, Gehinnon. A qliphothic body. Order of disorder, a specific path outlining 40 movements, with 11 repeated, through the qliphoth to achieve gnosis, leading to 29 sinister ranks. The 3 palaces of Satan, rewards achieved by the adept upon initiation into specific qliphothic realms, symbolizing acceptance by the Sitra Ahra, power over creation, and perfect gnosis, a return to chaos. Black Zodiac on the Tree of Death, paths 13 to 25 symbolize the 13 signs of the Black Zodiac. 6. Ra, the language of demons. Purpose, to create an encoded language, based on English that provides a sense of mystery and is suitable for the rites of black magic. It is a perversion of English. Alphabet, has 20 letters, 16 consonants, 4 vowels, and 10 additional sounds, doubled vowels, diphthongs. Gematria, every consonant and vowel has a numeric value. Ra'ayan script, letters are designed directly from the qliphothic sigils that each character represents, charging them with the power of the qlipper which it represents. Occult properties of letters, each letter, minor for coils of Apophis, major for qliphoth, has a specific, Zara meaning, related to its corresponding qlipper or coil and its destructive, or perverting influence. Alphabet of perfumes. Assigns highly toxic, deadly, or illegal perfumes to each major qliphothic letter to express any word, name, or statement through the sense of smell, enhancing sensory immersion in infernal forces. Sigils, abstract representations of spirits derived from their names, providing a technical map charting the nature and function of the entity. These attract those intelligences which they represent and need not be invoked, conjured, or charged. 7. Astrologia, Black Astrology. Rejection of traditional astrology. Traditional astrology is based on physical planets, which are manifestations of the god, and only possess demiurgic grace. Black adepts will not prosper from evoking the various planets, or even observing their movements. The black sun, not a physical body, but an empty point in space, the second center of a planet's elliptical orbit. It is the foundation of our sinister art. It is located around 2 degrees Capricorn and moves slowly, but appears faster due to Earth's movement. Days of darkness. Specific dates when the doors of ingress may be opened and the forces of blackness and cold may be unleashed. The Black Zodiac consists of 13 signs, 6 signs with doubled or tripled entries, created by the Black Sun's movement. It is a powerful weapon against the patterns of the cosmos. Demons of the Black Zodiac. Kabbalistic demonic names, e.g., Sitra Ahra, Abiran, are assigned to each Black Sun sign, representing the manifestation of the Black Sun in their respective signs. 6 infernal planets. Saturn, Sitra Ahra, Uranus, Abiran, Neptune, Dagdagiron, Jupiter, Bohemiron, Mars, Nechathiron, Venus, Selilimiran. Each governs specific Black Zodiac signs. Planetary rulers. Each infernal planet has a governing or ruling spirit, e.g., Saturn ruled by Moloch and Paimon as Satan, Uranus by Nama. Planetary days and hours. The traditional week is altered, Sunday removed, Saturday begins the week. Only 13 hours are celebrated daily, renamed after infernal orders. The tridecagram, a 13-pointed inverted star polygon representing the principles of black astrology, with planets placed around its points and the black sun at its center. The Black Sabbath, December 24th, Greater Sabbath, when the black sun conjuncts with the white sun eclipsed, symbolizing the demiurge's strive to exist separately. Sunday is the Lesser Sabbath. These are days of rest from outward opposition, for self-centered ritual. The Black Earth, the second focus point of the moon's orbit around the Earth-moon's apogee. It symbolizes Nahamuth on the Qlippothic tree, and represents our physical world, Malkuth, transformed into our Qlippothic world, Nahamuth. Priapus and the diamond. Counterparts to the Black Earth and Black Sun, representing a redeemed Malkuth and the demiurge, respectively, used for anticosmic rites and acts of blasphemy. 8. Zara, Book of the Younger Lilith, Divination. Critique of traditional divination. Divination's foundation in time is flawed, as all time is illusory, and all events which have happened and will happen, are already happening and have happened. Traditional methods act as blindfolds. Purpose of sinister divination, to escape the illusion of time. Primary inquiries should be about one's individual sinister will and the universal sinister will collective strategy of Sitra Ahra, not mundane matters. Nama, mother of divination, Nama, younger Lilith, is the pleasing aspect of Lilith, to whom practitioners look for insight and comfort in divination. Uranus replaces Mercury as the ruling planet for these arts. Method 1, Full Body Possession. An advanced method building on the ideomotor effect, where the diviner invokes Nama to possess their body, initially a limb, then whole body, to spell out answers using a staff pointing to Ra alphabet letters drawn on the ground. Method 2, Zara, scattering involves 5 six-sided blocks, each inscribed with Ra letters representing locations on the Kabbalistic star glyph and the 30 paths of destruction. Conjuration, blocks are buried for 6 days with specific offerings, cannabis, whiskey, blood, raw meat, burning hair, semen and menstrual blood, to assign a familiar spirit to them. Casting, blocks are held, a question is mentally and verbally asked 11 times, then chaotically tossed. The unseen characters facing downwards reveal the answer. Interpretation involves analyzing the pattern, individual letters, and combining them for the complete answer. The diviner, representing the letter UI, Nehima, is the missing sixth block. Conclusion. Wrathful Chaos outlines a radical and intensely adversarial path, aimed at dismantling cosmic creation and returning all to a state of undifferentiated chaos. It rejects conventional morality and spiritual traditions, offering a comprehensive system of black magic, grounded in a unique Chaos-Gnostic cosmology. The emphasis is on active, conscious destruction, both personal and universal, to achieve nosis and become an active agent of the antigod, Theothanatos. The detailed methodologies for Qabbalah, Ra'ayan language, Black Astrology, and Zara Divination provide a structured framework for practitioners to engage in this great work of reversing creation.